Okay, so we found this old article in this magazine, which would have been a magazine in the Sunday Chicago Tribune. And the date on this is October 1971. And the tail of this article is on the trail of the Minnesota Monster. And here's this guy in the forest. So let's go to page 18. It's kind of a neat magazine. So here it is. Tracking the Minnesota Monster. Whoa. That is chicken. And there's a gentleman by the name of Frosty Johnson. We'll tell you a little bit more about him in a minute. So it says here, Frosty Johnson's real name was Forrest Johnson, but he had been called Frosty since childhood. He preferred the Frosty. He introduced himself with it in all but most formal occasions. His journal began. Plans, Operation Whiteface, Time Zone, General Standard Netting. So this article goes on and on and on about and the reason why is because of this face right here. Now we can go on. And this is one of the famous monster pictures here. Here's an interesting quote here. It says, "If you really came up here looking for something," the Finn said, "we've got flying saucers. Everybody's seen flying saucers. They're always flying around at night. They even land sometimes. Once some kids saw one come down next to a barn, and some little people got out. They couldn't have been more than 3 feet tall. They called the Air Force Base in Duluth about it. We thought they might laugh at us, but they didn't. They said they had seen flying saucers too. The fighter pilots chased them over Lake Superior. It must have been the iron in the ground that draws them, or maybe that's where they come from." Frosty Johnson wrote, "There are numerous sightings of UFOs in the area, all reported by people who believe they have something to do with the iron deposits." So here is the keeper of the secret. That gentleman right there. It was this article that caught Forrest Johnson's attention. I can go into detail about this, but this takes these stories back all the way to 1971. Let's give some credit. Well, it looks like let's give some credit to the gentleman. Oops. Can't even turn the page anymore. Of course, I would have to go back to that page. Oh, yeah, there's the monster's hand. So this is by Tom Hall, Tracking the Minnesota Monster. So this stuff's been going on for a long time. What are your answers now, Frosty?